I have several videos up on my backup TikTok page, and I have a lot on this page as well, my earliest videos, where I started taping witchcraft being done on me. And here's what, a lot of times you put up a video, like even this one, I know, of these videos I'm putting up now, look at some of the comments, I've been deleting them. People come on boldly and say, there's no such thing as witchcraft, it's all in my mind, I need to go to the doctor. Well, you don't know me and you are coming to denounce what I'm saying simply so? I'm 67 years old, I have a degree, a diploma degree. And you're trying to tell me I don't know nothing? And anyone who says, why are you complaining as though everything is witchcraft? Everything you feel is witchcraft? Everything? I didn't say everything was witchcraft. But you are saying nothing is witchcraft. I am now suspicious of you. Because I am telling you that I have evidence. I lived with a woman 35 years, saw her in action doing witchcraft on me. I would be sleeping in the night and something begins to disturb me. When I open my eyes, my wife is over me and her hands are making these circles over my head in the dark. And when I would look at her a bit and then I would say, Deborah, what's happening? She would jump back and say, oh, I was just checking on the windows. And these things were being done and I was like, what is going on? She would wake up in the night and go to the toilet and spend a long period. It would feel as sometimes I fall back asleep and then she comes back in and I wake up. How long was she in the toilet? What was she doing? And this was being done every night until I warned her. I said, listen, stop it. You're disturbing me. If you have to go to the bathroom to pee, listen, drink less water and pee before you go to bed. And I tried to ban her from using the bathroom. But not ban her in an aggressive way. But as a husband, it irritated me along with many other things. Imagine you are my wife and you're refusing to clean the house and wash wares. And when I complain, I mean, Deborah, the house hasn't been cleaned for the whole week. She would say, you don't have to clean a house every day. I'm like, yes, you do. You're a wife and you're home, you're doing nothing. She said, no, a house doesn't have to be cleaned every day. My wares used to be always dirty. Anyone comes to my home, I can't offer them a glass of water because once I offered my brother some water in a glass, when he put the glass in his mouth, a clump of milk at the rim of the mouth of the glass. Wow. His face turned. And I also, oh my God. So I said, Deborah, you don't wash your waist. What's happening? So now you're waking up every night. Why? What? Her behavior, but I didn't know it's rituals she was doing. Until one night, I am like, she begins to now sneak off the bed because she don't want me to know she's going in the bathroom. But I'm asleep. And sometimes when you sneak and you try to move soft, it is louder. So she sneak off. So I open my eyes and I'm seeing her. She's sneaking off the bed and she's sneaking off the bed. And then she goes to the toilet. So I remained silent. How long she stayed? Maybe about 15 minutes more, I don't know. Then she comes back. And the door opens to come into the bedroom. Now it's dark. So she's coming back into the bedroom, but I am in the dark with a little glow, so I'm seeing her. She has her hand closed. One and her right hand is closed like this. And she's coming in the bedroom, so I pretended to be waking up. I turned, I moved for spite. And when I did that, she literally dived onto the bed, and on diving, she threw something from her right hand into the cupboard, the lower part of the cupboard. I was like, what? So The morning I got up, I began to look for whatever it is. I don't know what she did. But her behavior showed me that, hey, why are you hiding? What did you throw there? Why did you sneak off the bed? So this is when I began to, get suspicious. Now she had totally cut off intimacy with me. We are sleeping on a king-size bed. And mind you, this bed came from her father. All of a sudden they donate things to us. Oh, we got a bed, a new bed. But I didn't know all of that was mounted, satanic. So we are sleeping now. If during the night I just happen to touch her, I will get one elbow, boom. So I took the hand. I said, well, you go away. Me fighting you. And I am sleeping on the edge of the bed now. So I became accustomed to sleeping on the edge of the bed. And she had the whole rest of that king-size bed to herself. So one night I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden I felt her arms around me, and she begins to hug me. So I wake up and it's like, wow, I'm getting something tonight. So it's like, oh my God, should I say this? She's a witch, man. She's a witch. I know. I waited for her to move again to see if she would caress me, but she just kept quiet. And then she moved her hand away, but she's now close to me, right? I'm actually feeling her breathing. So it's like, okay, I'm a man. She's ready. She wants something. So I turned around to engage. And as I turned around, to my horror, in the semi-dark, my wife's face looks gray. And still, she is not, her face looks like dead. I look at her face, it's like, what is going on? I look and I'm trying to clear my eyes. What am I seeing? All I saw was a dead human being lying next to me, ugly as ever. I jumped out of that bed, and from that night I began to sleep outside in the couch. I had a long 3-part couch. My God! While out there, not being able, I didn't want no part of that. What happened? I began now, this is where the whole watching of porn, and I'll discuss with her, and she's like, no, it's not a problem, I have no problem. You don't want to make love to me, what happened? She said, menopause, menopause. So all right, what do I do? All right, I'll watch porn. Not stupid me. Again, well, all that is witchcraft. So I began to use pornography, and that is where I got hooked. Until today, it's serious. Until she laughed at me and told me, you will never get away from it now. She laughed. It was her doing. She denied me sex, got me to be outside, and now I am outside. The TV is there, and at that time it was VHS videos and so on. Okay. One night I'm tucked in on my chair bed to sleep. As I lay down, a voice speaks to my ear. Lee, to move your head. I move my head. Who is saying this? How God is speaking to me. How I didn't know, it's like, who art thou, Lord? What's going on? But you just know, you have to listen to this voice. I'm like, why should I move my head? This is my house, me afraid nobody. I'm a rugby player. What, move my head? If you want to come at me, come. Who was it? As I lie down again, I'm here. Move your head. It's like urgent. So I turned. Now I got up and I turned and I put my head to the other side of the chair and fixed my pillow. And I'm now watching at the doorway into the room, the TV room. And it didn't take 1 minute As I'm looking and wondering, who is telling me above my head? What is going on here? I see a head first burst into my room. My wife is peeping into my room. So I immediately saw her. I said, what happened, Deborah? She jumps and runs into the room. She said, I was just coming to tell you that tomorrow I would not be going to school early. And so I said, why are you telling me that? This is 12 o'clock in the night. Are you coming to tell me that? What is the problem? But I begin, she goes back inside. I'm like, move my head. What was she coming to do? Is later on I got to realize that action over my head, which is, I saw it in other videos, which is confess. They program you. How am I alive now? I don't know. She did everything to me. She did everything. I was squeezing one more. There are thousands. Another morning, I'm going to drop my wife to school. And we get ready, but from the night before, the Lord is saying, talk to your wife. This is the message I got. Thank you, Lord. The Lord has been talking to me, and I didn't know. Oh my God. Talk to your wife. That's the thought that came into my mind. When you hear thoughts sudden like that, God is speaking. Talk to your wife. And I immediately know what the voice was saying to talk to her about. I was like, nah, not me. Right now I'm in a mess. Whatever my wife doing, I am not questioning it. I am guilty of. At that time I was, out there liming and horrible things I'm doing with my life. And the Lord is telling me, talk to my wife. I'm like, no, I forgive her. I don't want to tell her anything. The morning we got up getting ready, the voice keeps saying, talk to your wife. I'm watching her and trying to find out how do I bring this up? Talk to your wife. Like when the Lord is pushing you, you better obey. I didn't say anything. We went into the vehicle and we are driving. Now I'm dropping her to school and the pressing command. Talk to your wife, When God tells you to do something, do it, Something is making me feel bad. I have to do this. I have to do this. So I used my best wisdom. I say, Deborah, let me tell you something. I'm going to ask you something. I ask you a question. I tried to be so gentle. She said, what is it, Richard? I say, you have any friend close to you that is a male that you talk to a lot and so on? Do you have any friend, good friend in church? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean anything. You must have friends. She's supposed to say, yes, of course, Brother Richard. I talk to the pastor a lot, So I gave her a good question to get out. Immediately, she jumped back and looked at my little daughter, Abigail, and said, you tell him? My God, what is this? Need I say more? Need I say more? A policeman, Cyril Vincent, confessed to me after he said, wife, on and I chased him. I said, boy, go from here. My wife will never do me that. She asked my daughter Abigail, did you tell him?